Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kai and I am the host of the Crochet Corner podcast here on YouTube. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am so happy you decided to watch this video today. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It is so good to see you. So for this week's episode, I do not have any finished objects at all. I have a lot of half-finished objects to show you. Definitely some crochet fails, and then some crochet fails that turned into a cool new project. So I'm just checking to see. I know it's probably a little dark. I don't know. Yeah, that made it worse. So let's just close this and see if that helps. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So I'm just so excited to be sharing my projects with you guys. And there are some projects that I've already shown before that definitely are going to be going in a different direction. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. I have crochet, knitting, and sewing things to show you guys today. So I am super duper excited to go ahead and get started with that. The first thing I do is, because I have it right here, so I want to show you the knitting. So I have a half-finished object. My sock from the last episode, I told you guys I just needed to cast off for one of them and then start the other sock. So I have completely casted it off. This is what do I have the label? So this brown right here is Patton's Croy, whereas, here it is. This one is Perfect Pair from Loops and Threads, the contrasting color. So all of this is loops and threads, and then my heels, toes, and cuff I did with this is, I don't know the name of it, but it's Patton's Croy. They're definitely two different thicknesses, even though the label said they're the same yarn. This Patton's not the same yarn type. This Patton's Croy is very, very thick and coarse, where this is really silky and thin. And together, honestly, I really like it because I'm so hard on my my toe and on my heel. So I really think that having this thicker, stronger thread was definitely the best move to go. I knit these on size 1s. I think there were 2.25 ChiaoGoo red lace needles. Here it is. And I don't know the length of the cord, but this is it. And I do think that it was size 1 or 2.25. Yep, I just read it. 2.25. And so that's the first one done. And the second one, I already had the toe done. I just didn't start the foot, which I have started the foot. And these ones, I didn't know that these needles here were bigger than the ones that I use on the first sock, so I had to do less stitches on this one. I think I did 32 on that one, and this one might have been a 30 because it was so much bigger. And I can't see because it's kind of dark in here. I thought having the blinds open would help, but it's just the way the light's filtering in. These are bigger, but I can't necessarily see what the actual size is. But I started the foot on this one. My goal is to definitely have them finished this month. I'm a super slow sock knitter. It takes me a very long time to knit socks. And then I will show you guys the yarn that I have for my next pair. My goal is to really do one sock a month, because I think that that's something I can absolutely do. And this lives in my project bag that I made when I very first started sewing. Next is going into crochet. So for my last episode, I had a lot of projects to show you. The first was my pillow. So with the pillow, I got a good amount of it done. I sewed it up. No, I did not sew up any edges. But I just wanted to see how it would be with this fabric that I chose, and I love it. And I did attach the lining and the outside part with my sewing machine. It was not hard at all to do. So I just need to flip it back wrong sides out so that I can weave in these ends, because I didn't do that. And then I will stuff it and then sew it back up. And I didn't put the rose, the pink rose on the other side. I really just kind of decided that I liked it how it was with just this rose on the front. And I just have to get some more polyfill, so I want to make sure this is stuffed. And then I'm contemplating how I'm going to sew up this edge. I think I'm going to just crochet it closed. I don't think that will be too hard for me to do, but there are some spots here that I need to go back and tack down, because my sewing machine didn't get it. But for the most part, it was a very simple process, and then I just need to do the finishing touches. So when you guys see me next time, sometime next week, this will have been completed. So that's my pillow. Oh, hold on. My mother is texting me. Ooh. About a bag. So my next project was the top that I was making, and it lives in my sewing project. So I ended up running out of the yarn, which sucked. But I thought that, like, because I did big squares, that I should be fine with, hold on y'all, my yarn fell. I should be fine with the 6 squares that I had. And yes, I was absolutely fine, but unfortunately the squares are way too big, so it's not wearable. And so now I just have all these big gigantic squares. Just it's sad, because I really wanted it to work, but the squares are way too big. Like, it's not even wearable. Like, look, the squares are just so big. I definitely should have just done the 8-inch squares like the tutorial suggested. But I decided, like, maybe if I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. But I can't wear it. When I tell you it's too big, it's way too big. Maybe back when I was a little bit heavier, it's something that I could have wore. But it's not feasible for me right now. So I just have these squares. I'm thinking maybe just turn it into a blanket, or I can undo some of the stitching and, like, make a different project. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, is just turn it into something else. Because when I tell you guys it's huge, like there's no way that I could wear this and it just doesn't look good. It's all baggy. So that's that. Really not much to report. This was one of my crochet fails that stayed a failure. This next project I'm going to show you was a crochet. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I literally dropped everything. This next project I'm going to show you guys was a crochet fail that turned into a crochet yay. So I also have my top that I was working on with the sunburst granny square and, like, the roses, if you watched my last couple of videos. So unfortunately, I did not take into the account the stretch of that yarn. This is the Lion Brand Nap Time yarn. Love it. I love it. So when I did my measurements, I really should have subtracted at least like 4 inches, because it just has so much positive ease. And no matter how many amount of decreases that I did, it still was just way too big. And as I kept crocheting on it, it stopped looking like a top, and it started looking like a skirt. So I just turned this bad boy into a skirt, and it's all finished. I even did these, like, gaps here. So if you guys can see, I did these gaps here so that I could do a waist band. And honestly, it's so cute. It is so stinking cute. And I even have enough yarn to get a top out of it. So I will be making a top. And now that I know how to work with the yarn correctly, I can get a cute top. So I'm going to be having a matching set. And I made all of this to match this, which is a bandana that I made with that same yarn. So I'll be having a matching set. Hopefully by the next time you guys see me, I'll have that done, because Oh my gosh, the skirt is so cute. So this is the front. You see the roses. And then I did some sunbursts on the back. And it's so cute when I put it on, the way that it drapes and ruffles. I just love it. I love it so much. So this was definitely a crochet fail that turned into a crochet yay. And I can't wait to do the top. I brought these really cute bralettes to wear under it, and I'm so excited. So that is, and the skirt is completely finished. I just have not weaved in any of the ends, and then I'm going to be doing like a border around it, like a scallop edge border to match this. Because I did a scallop edge border on here, if you guys can see. And then the same will be for the top. So that's kind of like my theme. So what I'm doing is, because the skirt is okay as it is, I'm going to do the top just to ensure that I have enough yarn for that. And then with whatever is left over is when I'm going to be doing all the accessories. So that... I'm so happy that that turned out good. Like, I was so sad and stressed out about that. So that is everything in my knitting and crochet. Everything there in my knitting and crochet arsenal, I guess. I don't know. Before I put this back, I have to show you guys the project bag I made. So I was in need of some bigger project bags, because like my small projects had a home, but my bigger ones did not. So I took to, sorry, I'm just folding this up. Hold on, y'all. To finding a tutorial where I could get, make some project bags. So I'm going to show you guys. I only made one project bag, but I also modified the pattern and made something else as well. But I want to show you the project bag. Okay. So these are the original project bags I made. They are small, good for like my sock projects and just little tiny stuff. I could probably even fit like when I make the top, I could probably fit in this bag. So I have these two. And then I did ribbon. And then these are the new project bags that I made. And I love it. It's big. So this is what those granny squares were in. And so this fabric is one piece fabric. If you are into anime, Luffy and the crew. And the bags that I showed previously were the ones that I had made when I very first started learning how to sew. So I did not know about seam allowance. I did not know about interfacing. So it's floppy, squishy. I mean, nothing's wrong with that. Like, this one does have interfacing in it, but it's not like the correct interfacing. I had just kind of bought whatever. And yeah, so like the top stitching's all over the place. It's my first bag. This one has, I don't think this has interfacing at all, but I was experimenting with pockets. So it does have like pockets on the inside, and things like that. And I didn't know about but this one, with all of my sewing knowledge now, this is made out of cotton canvas, so it's a heavier weight cotton fabric. This is just regular cotton here, and it is interfaced with SF101, which gives it this nice structured feel. Like, it's not a floppy, it's not like a floppy flop bag. Like, if you can see, it's gonna stand up, where like this one, look, well, it's got stuff in it, but like that was my main goal, was to have a more structured bag. And then I didn't really like the ribbon, so I opted for this cord that I found off of Amazon. And on the inside, because I really don't like interfacing, I'll do it when I have to, but if I don't have to, I won't. It's got waterproof canvas on the inside. It's a little too dark, so you guys really can't see. I'm going to flip it inside out. But look, it has this really cute waterproof canvas on the inside. And yeah, so this fits those big granny squares. So this is how I have them in the bag. Oh, and I did boxed bottom. I do love a boxed corner. But all of this, plus the remains of the yarn that I was using, I have in here. And it's a really good size project bag. Like, I love it so much. And look, I have this was in here. This is all I have left of that burgundy. And then it looks good. So I am definitely in love with making these project bags. This one did come out a little bit bigger, like actually a lot bigger than I had anticipated it to, which is nice because I like having, it's good to have like different sizes. So I have to remember, I probably could modify this to like get this size, but I definitely want to make different sizes because I don't always need this big gigantic bag. I do love it, and I love it. I love how structured it is. I love the interfacing I used, and everything about it is just amazing. So when I saw this, it was just reminding me so much of a backpack. And I'm like, how do you make a drawstring backpack? So I went to Google, and I found a pattern. And since I pretty much already had a pattern that looked like a backpack, all I needed to know was how to attach the straps. So I searched that up, and this is what we have. So this one is definitely bigger than this. I elongated the pattern by 4 inches because I wanted to do this. I made this one for my mom. I wanted to do a vinyl bottom, and then this is Star Wars fabric. And then it's that same blue from the previous one. So I really wanted to do a vinyl bottom. So I elongated the pattern by 4 inches. Kinda. Like this panel is shorter to accommodate for the 4 inches down here. Added these connectors here at the bottom. And then instead of just tying up here, you tie it when you loop it down here. And that's how you get a drawstring bag. And I already have so many ready to go. I will be making more and showing you guys and taking pictures. But this is so cute. I love the vinyl accent at the bottom. It's just really nice. And then like it'll be much more sturdier having that vinyl at the bottom, and then like you won't really have to worry about things getting wet. And it's also lined with waterproof canvas, so you don't have to worry about spills. This one was just my prototype as I had got the pattern down. So I do plan on adding like zipper pockets on the inside, regular pockets, and it's just nice and structured. This is also cotton canvas, so it's a little bit thicker than regular cotton fabric. Especially when you interface it, it really gets like really nice and thick. And the cord that I got from Amazon, oh my gosh, I love it. It's such good quality, super strong, and I love it. I am so excited to make some more of these and more project bags. I had no idea that drawstring backpacks were so easy to make, and it really doesn't take too long. Like the longest part, I would have to say, would be probably cutting everything and interfacing it, because once you do that, the rest of it, long morning, long night, long everything. So sewing it together, it's super quick. Like I don't even think it takes me an hour to sew one of these together because it's so quick. And I just love it. My mom loves it. I love it. And I already have so many more picked out for me. And I'm excited because one of the other custom backpacks that we offer, like that I make, it takes a long time and a lot of pieces to cut. But this is so simple. And I definitely love this bag. So that is pretty much it for everything that I have this week. Again, I did mention a giveaway back if you watched I believe I mentioned it in the last podcast, as well as my last video, the chit chat crochet with me. I will be doing a giveaway soon, and I will be including these project bags, not these ones specifically, but ones that I will be making, and some other good things in there as well. So if you would like to be entered in that giveaway, because I have 2,000 subscribers. I haven't been as consistent as I was before, so I really never noticed it. And I think a giveaway is very much overdue. So I will be absolutely doing a giveaway. Some handmade items that I've made, and then some other good stuff that I'm gonna throw in there for you guys. I have more details on that as I start getting my supplies and really getting like what I want to put in the giveaway, but it'll be a super simple way to enter. You won't have to do too much, I promise. And then once I have all those details straightened out, I will definitely come back to you guys and let you know everything. But that is all I have for this week. I'm hoping to have more progress on my sock and have it finished by the end of June, if not before. And then I am going to shelve those squares. It was my get back into crochet, so I'm really not upset about it, and I will find something else to do with those squares. And then I'm hoping next week when you see me that I will be wearing my custom set that I made for myself. So fingers crossed. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you for coming back to my channel. I appreciate all the views, the likes, comments, and the support that you guys give. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.